Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Holler. And this is a new IFC film from writer-director Nicole Riegel, who had created Holler as a short film back in 2016 and then expanded upon it to make this feature film. And it's sitting right around 90 minutes. This drama focuses on a young woman, Ruth, who lives in a small southern Ohio town. Her mother is in prison. She has done some stuff. And her brother can barely keep the water on and are finding anything that they could sell for scrap to Hank, played by Austin Emilio, who I know from being in Everybody Wants Some. Apparently he was on Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. I have not watched any of the Walking Dead shows, so I don't know him from there, but I do remember him being one of the players in Everybody Wants Some. And you have this factory that they know some people who work at and have connections to. This film, first off, feels like it could be this year's Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, as this very small, extremely intimate and raw drama that honestly kind of feels like you're watching a documentary because you're just in the lives of these people who feel so real. And it has that same feel as Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. And instead of taking on abortion, this is taking on the fall of the Rust Belt and the poverty line in America and these small industrial towns just falling to pieces and what people will do to be able to stay alive. It has a lot of the similar ideas as Nomadland and trying to overcome those deficits and have this sense of community. And you see Ruth, who starts building this connection with Hank and kind of falling into his control in many ways, which is really uncomfortable because she's in high school and he's definitely well into his 30s. The actor, he was born in 1988, so, I guess he's not well into his 30s. He just looks it. So he's maybe, 33 years old, and she's at most 18. And it's really uncomfortable, and he's very angry and aggressive, and he makes some bad choices that lead to, there's one particular sequence when they're trying to rob this place late at night, and it's very intense, very unnerving, and has some dire consequences. And these choices and these actions lead to other violence, and that's hard to watch and really sad as you see the outcomes that this has on Blaze, who is her brother, played by Gus Halper, and she's really just trying to make ends meet. She gets arrested for stealing a library book because they won't let her borrow them because she misses school too much because she's trying to work and support her family. And it really shines a light on the ass backwards nature of our country in many ways. And it's we arrest a young girl for stealing a book from a library because she wants to be able to read, but we punish her because she can't go to school all the time because she's trying to keep her family afloat. And you see her who misses her classmate who now has a baby, so she's not going to school, she has a child to care for, and it just has so many of those details and a closing factory and the devastating aftermath of seeing people getting laid off before then, and then this is shutting down and nobody has a job anymore. And just imagining this is a factory town, this factory closes, this whole entire town can crumble underneath it, underneath these events. And this film is very raw, it's engrossing, it's beautifully shot. You're in this film, it's grainy, it's raw, it's gritty, and you feel it. And the performances are very raw, and really Jessica Barden, who plays Ruth, is fantastic in this film, and she carries a lot of this load in a really impressive, small, independent film that really has a finger on the pulse of this aspect of America, and I really hope a lot of people see this because I feel like it needs to be seen, and it's a beautifully made film as well, and very engrossing and emotional and impactful. And most likely this is going to end up on my buried treasure article on Sif Pop for the month of June, because I do 5 films on streaming and VOD, and this definitely grabbed my attention, and I hope that I see 5 other films in June that are like small scale VOD and streaming to knock this off, because then that's a feat, because this is just hit into my top 10 for 2021 so far, and I've seen like 300 films. It's not even halfway through June yet. But the long and the short of it is, Holler is an important and impactful and raw drama that needs to be seen. So show this one some love and go check this out. But those are my thoughts on Holler. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.